Hi, it's Sensei Victoria Whitfield helping entrepreneurs heal, and I'd love to welcome you back to another installment of your weekly love letter from the dojo at naturalintuition.com, your source for channeled holistic stress management techniques and guidance for developing your natural intuition. Whether you're looking to improve the quality of your personal or professional lives, let this love letter be your reminder that you are not alone. And that together we can make that happen. It's week 3 of our 5-week deep dive. This is so good. A really juicy topic of living life unapologetically. Now, I've been getting so much response off of this topic. Oh my gosh. And to those of you who get the mailed, like the real ones, the real love letters, you've been writing me back and say, thank you so much. I love this topic. This is my word for the year too. Let's do this. Or here's my word, blah, blah, blah. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And I'm really curious to hear more from you. So go ahead, email me back, write me back, right? Post me back. Tell me all the things that are coming up for you around living life unapologetically. Last week we covered sorry, not sorry, right? Deleting the word sorry from our vocabulary. This week in particular, we're going to cover, for the technique of the week, is celebrating yourself. Woo! Isn't it just the most frightening thing that we could possibly talk about, right? Oh my goodness. So maybe you're like me in that when someone asks you, so tell me about yourself, or I especially used to be this way, it was like a blank slate just completely wiped over my mind, and I'm, what in the world do I say to this person, right? Tell me about yourself, or what's new and good, or tell me something good, right? The kind of open-ended questions that a confident person, I'm sure we all know them, who would jump right in with like how great their workout regimen is, or how much money they made, or how in love they are, or how much they love their kids, or this one time when they like threw the football all the way across the yard or something way back in high school or whatever. Confident people celebrate themselves. But for those of us that are more sensitive, naturally, this can be a bit of a dilemma because we think of celebrating ourselves as being egocentric, selfish, self-serving, getting too full of yourself, right? And in Australia, we call that tall poppy, right? You know, cut that poppy down to size so that you look like the rest of the fold. For us as empaths, we're also afraid of feeling the uncomfortable emotional sensation, right? Ambient emotional sensation of visibility and judgment. Like, ooh, well, if I really celebrate myself, I'm going to sense this person judging me, and I don't want those cooties, and I can feel their jealousy, right? Is this you? Are you afraid of celebrating yourself because of what other people will think? If that's you, I'm sending you big love. And that's going to stop this week. For those of you who work with me privately, you know that I have a group support program called the Visionary Shaman Circle. And in that, we practice, I'm going to introduce you to this if you haven't heard of this before. The technique of the week is called a C2R2. In the Shaman Circle, we really work on standing in our brilliance as spiritual entrepreneurs, healers, and empaths. We work on standing in our brilliance. And one of the techniques that we use in the Shaman Circle for doing this effectively is called the C2R2, not the R2D2, to all my Star Wars fans. The C2R2, it's 2 C's and 2 R's. What are you celebrating? What are you creating? What are you releasing? And what are you requesting? It's the form to follow in reporting about yourself, so that if you get that open-ended question of, oh, so tell me what you do, or tell me about yourself, it's okay. Well, I'm celebrating having come off my first 2 weeks personal vacation. I'm really grateful for that. I'm creating more sacred space to be with my loved ones. Lately I've been releasing fear around taking risks in my business, but what I'm requesting right now more than ever, from source, from the universe, or maybe even from you, is more support on how to make that happen. Boom! All of a sudden, I just ran right through the format of a C2R2. What are you celebrating? What are you creating? What are you releasing? What are you requesting? And there's no fifth thing. So you run right through that. And when you get the hang of it, you'll be able to celebrate yourself authentically and with a sense of ease. It'll roll right off of you. But it starts with celebrating yourself, because guess what? You're really freaking awesome. Has anyone told you that lately? You are really awesome. You do amazing things for everybody, for your boss, for your clients, for your family, for your kids, for so many people. And if you were to sit down and write all of the things that you are celebrating that you've accomplished, let's just say within the last week, you would have a fit. And in fact, that is this week's homework. So I'm hearing the oracle cards calling in the energy as the action step for the week comes forward, right? Sit down, even if you can't do a complete C2R2, just write a list of at least 10 things that you are celebrating you've accomplished within the last week. If you can't come up within the last week, try the last 3 months or 6 months, maybe even a year, right? And really soak that in, that you are a powerful being. You are a powerful being. Source knows that about you. We're continuing with daily guidance from the angels. Let's see. Angels, what do you have to tell our tribe, right? It's one of the many decks here, always open to receiving donations of additional oracle cards decks. Angels, what do we need to know right now about celebrating ourselves to live an unapologetic life? Ooh, hello. Yes! Release and surrender. This is so perfect. We shower you with blessings of our radiant love. Open your arms and release the challenges that you've held tightly gripped within your hands. Open your hands, arms, and heart to our love and assistance. And this is where we're going to leave off for the week. I'm getting deja vu around this card. This is kind of interesting. Part of celebrating yourself is letting go of being small. Letting go, surrendering the idea that the smaller you are, the safer you'll feel, or the less brilliant you are, the better other people will feel. There's so much love inside of you for you, right? Coming from your source, coming from spirit, but coming from yourself. And like a garden hose, up until now, you may have pinched that off, right? And that'll show up in different areas of your life, being pinched off financially, pinched off neurologically, pinched off romantically, pinched off, right? Socially, however you say. But if only just for now, we're going to release, right, and surrender that pinched part of our energy to really open up and celebrate. You can do this. You can do this. Send me an email back and comment below. What's your list of 10 things, right? The 10 things that you're going to celebrate that you've accomplished about yourself. And for all my visionary shamans, if you want to do a full-on C2R2, go ahead and post it below. Send me an email back. And by the way, If this speaks to you, join us in the Master Manifestor Challenge. I'll put a link, and that's my 5-day Facebook challenge. I know another one's coming up soon whenever you're watching this. We do them periodically, where we will be doing C2R2s every single day and getting your vibration super high, training you how to do that so that you can live life unapologetically and abundantly. So I will see you next week for week 4 of 5. Mwah! Mwah, 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 mwah. See you then. Bye.